this is Wayne from Nomiya. I'm so excited to share something with you today. And if you're watching this video, chances are you probably bought our first product that we're launching for the Nomiya at Home series. So today I'm going to turn you all into ramen masters at home. And so let's get started. If you're watching this video, you probably purchased our product. So I want to, my kids love this unboxing things on YouTube. So I'm gonna unbox what's inside our bag and then I'm gonna show you how to cook it. So I'm super excited about this. So inside the bag, what you'll find is a box, a tonkotsu ramen kit that you can cook at home. Inside is a 2-serving portion. So what you'll see is two ramen eggs that we all love to eat, chashu, naruto, green onions, shoyu marinated bamboo, and sweet corn. Also in here is tonkotsu broth. Tonkotsu basically means pork bone in Japanese, and we at the restaurants we boil this soup minimum 8 hours, so 8 to 10 hours. This broth really has no MSG. There's actually no salt in it either, and this pure bone broth that we boil the heck out of it for about 8 hours. So this is a very concentrated broth, and so each one of these is about 400 milliliters, and so they're of course they're 2 servings, one for each noodle. And in here, when you purchased your ramen, you probably were asked to choose the flavor of your ramen. So today, what I've chosen is miso, and then also a shio. Miso is a fermented bean paste that's used in a whole variety of things in regular cooking, and also in marinade, in miso soup. So in this case, we're using a red aka miso in ramen soup. This is shio. This is shio tare. So shio means salt, and so this tare is actually seasoned with sea salt. And of course we add different ingredients to it. So all this ingredients here in this kit is all homemade. So it's not processed, there's no preservatives. And I'm gonna tell you, I feel very confident to feed this to my children. So, which we're under quarantine right now, so you might hear them in the background too. So without further ado, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to make it. So instead of making 2 portions, I'm just gonna make it really easy and make it into make 1 portion. So what I'm gonna do first is this shio is relatively easy to make. So the steps, but I'm gonna make miso today. The steps I use to make miso is the same as you would do for shio or shoyu, whatever flavor. So first, take your miso paste and find a nice bowl, a serving bowl. I like to use this size. So take this miso paste, this is about a 2-ounce paste, and then you just pour it in here. I love chopsticks, so I'm just gonna use chopsticks to cook. You're welcome to use tongs, or you're welcome to use tongs or spoon, whatever you like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this guy aside, and we're gonna come back to this. And I'm gonna ask you to swing this way. So just to save time, what I've done is I'm boiling some water here. It's already full boil, so it's rolling. And in this other pot, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this broth and I'm gonna pour it into my pot, bring it to a boil. So while that is boiling, I'm gonna save some time and cook my noodles. So the key to making this noodle is very simple. Here's an insider tip. So I'm just gonna use this lid for now. The key to making noodles is a couple of things. 1, heat, speed, and no clumps. So because the noodles are packed in this box, it's really important before you put it in the boiling water to separate these noodles so that they're not clumped together. Because for this to fit in here, sometimes we might have to really squeeze in there when we pack it at the restaurant. So when you take it home, just unpack it. So make sure there are no clumps. You see this? If you cook it, it will clump up. So
do you have to season the water?
Do I have to season? Oh, and that's my hubby behind us. No, you know what? I don't think we need to season the water. If you do, if you want to, you can. But I don't think you do. So it's just rolling water really hot, and we're gonna put our noodles inside. So this is probably about a liter of boiling water. And so once this noodle gets inside, it's really important to keep kind of stirring it. I'm cooking it exactly like the way we would cook it at the restaurant. Really not leaving any steps out, but in a home setting. So we're gonna let that boil. It's gonna take about 2 minutes to boil. Now this guy will keep boiling. Now in the meantime, I'm gonna save some time. I'm gonna cut my ramen egg. So take a really nice sharp knife, because these eggs are relatively soft. This is a soft center. So if you don't want it to rip, take, I've seen people use thread to cut it, or just use a sharp knife, but hold the egg like so, just cuddle it a little bit. See, pepper ramen egg. I'm gonna set it right here, and we're gonna come back to it. So, this noodle, let it keep cooking. Now my soup here is almost boiling, but not quite. So what's really cool about our product is that none of our products have MSG in it. And so everything is naturally seasoned, and definitely really good for people who have MSG allergies. In fact, we don't have any MSG on site at any of our locations. So yeah, if you guys have allergies or you're sensitive to MSG, our establishments or restaurants are super safe to eat in. Okay, so I'm so used to cooking ramen at the restaurant. Sometimes the temperature of the equipment, of the boiling water, is a little bit different. So how do I know that it's ready? I taste test all the time. So that's why I can never lose weight. So what I do is I just take one little strand. And I want it about 70% cooked. And it's almost done. Almost, not quite, almost. So,
how can you tell it's cooked? Like, what does it taste like?
You know, it's a little bit bouncy, al dente, but I don't want it fully cooked, because I'll show you in a second. Because if we fully cook it, it'll be super soggy when we eat it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this pot and I'm gonna drain it. So I have a metal strainer, or you can use a plastic one. So I'm gonna use a metal one. And basically, the key is to drain all the water. The reason why you want to do that is because any residual water left in the ramen will affect the taste of your soup. So, and can you hear it kind of bounce? That's the bounce that you want from the noodle. And when you bounce like this, the noodle does not disintegrate in the strainer. So I'll just leave that there. I'll come back to it in a second. And so our soup is boiling now. Stir. I'll move this guy over. Okay, so soup is boiling. It's really important that this soup is boiling. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my miso soup base. I'm going to pour this broth inside this soup. Then you can take a small whisk or chopsticks and just make sure you whisk and mix well. Oh, this smells really good. Okay. Then in my instruction, I did say you can put your chasu in the microwave for 15 seconds. You can do that. But in this case, I'm lazy today. I won't do it. So I put in my noodle. And the way we serve it at the restaurant is super easy. Once we cook the noodle and drain it, we want to make sure that all the noodles soaks out that flavoring of the broth. So we always put the noodles in the soup, then we kind of give it a quick swirl. Then this is how we're gonna plate. We always lift up and we create a bed like that. So again, we mix the noodle, lift up, make a bed. So what that does is, one, it presents nicely, and it also gives you a bed so that you can put your ingredients in. So in here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of my bamboo, and what I always tell my staff is just picture it like cutting it in third, or however many ingredients that you have. So I'm gonna take some of that bamboo, I'm gonna take some of this corn, and then I'm gonna take this char siu too. I always put the fatty end in the soup, so you can either microwave for 15 seconds or leave it in here and let the soup boil, or sorry, soup warm it up. Then char siu in there. Then I want to do my nori, my niki. Then I'm going to put ramen egg. So the ramen egg, you can put it anywhere, but where I like to put it is always on top of the char siu, because what happens is if you just put your egg inside, it will go swimming. So we want to always present it like, ooh, the egg is, you know, the star of the show. So you always want to make sure that it has a nice bed to fall on. Then we have a Naruto. So, and that's it. That's how you do a miso ramen. Super easy. So I hope you guys like it. Alternatively, I do want to give you some more options too, because I don't always like to play by the rules. So other things that you can add in your ramen, really, you can add anything in there if you like. I love spam, so sometimes I put spam in my ramen. You can put really fragrant garnishes like red onions, or even cilantro, or some mushrooms, or you can go completely vegetarian with no char siu and add all the different vegetables in there, broccoli, carrots. So it's really anything that you like, but I'm sure my kids would love the spam in this ramen today, so that's what I'm going to do for them. So I hope you enjoy watching me how to make ramen today, and I hope that you guys will enjoy making it at home. So enjoy!